The Synapocalyptic News by Iconic R. Never give in. This one is to all the survivors, the fighters, scavengers, and lone wanderers. Keep on fighting. Never let anyone or anything stop you. Never give in to the plague. That's how it wins. People give in, let themselves be subjected, ruled, enslaved. Or they think it's all hopeless. They let disease win. They give up. Never let that happen. Keep on fighting. Humanity will survive. It always does. Never give in. Survivor's times. We all know someone who feels that one day the zombies won't run the earth, that they will cease to exist, that humanity will live free of the constant threat of the contagion. One day, people won't turn. Keep that dream going. Make it become a reality. Hold on to that hope. Protect those people. Keep them alive, along with their dreams. The dream of hope, free life, and a new world of peace. Those people will become its leaders. The beginnings of that new world, a safer, better world. Love them. Synapocalyptic Radio has been reporting news from all across the Z-filled wasteland. The DJ, Iconic R, has this to say. I've been around since before the fall. I stored music for this exact occasion. I love spinning tracks for all the lovely survivors of the Ohio wasteland. It brings me joy in this dismal, depressing new world. The Z count as of October 8th, 2028. 15,760,236.
Overview for Sample 616, Retroviral Acute Genome E. Attending official, Dr. William Tregan. Sample 616 was initially discovered in the aftermath of the first outbreak in a small town in southern Alberta, Canada. Further investigation revealed its origin in a drilling rig oil field accident, see attached incident reports, as the first infections were among the crew and their families. Extremely contagious, it quickly became an international pandemic, and several areas had succumbed to the point of nuclear sterilization within 3 months of the initial outbreak. Sample 616 is revealed to be a prehistoric retrovirus hosted in a semi-mobile, amorphous fungal base. Acting similar to a fast-acting cancer, the virus stimulates the growth of its host to simulate movement and seek out prey. When 616 comes into contact with higher life forms, the results vary. Surprisingly adaptable to new hosts, 616 will react to different biologies with different strategies. In most organisms, 616 will manifest as a respiratory illness leading to neurological symptoms as it travels from the lungs to the nervous system. Depending on the host, mortality will vary, but generally organisms expire within a couple months, rapidly decomposing into an organic sludge permeated with 616. Contact with this sludge should only be done with all safety precautions in place. See attached guidelines. In a minority of creatures, notably canines, the virus will also manifest with aggressive, rabies-like symptoms and a leprosy-like pre-fatal decomposition. In the 2 or 3 months until mortality, they are also fully capable of transmitting the virus. Infected canines will often show fast-growing tumors, filling with 616-filled biomatter. In humans, the virus will manifest the aforementioned respiratory infection progressing to encephalitis-like symptoms. In a portion of infected, 616 will also generate fungal masses in the lungs and brain that hasten death by stroke or cardiac infraction. Unlike in canines or other organisms, death in a human host doesn't result in rapid decomposition, but rather a return to mobility and limited neural activity in the lower brain. Upon death, cells will generate a pseudo-preservative substance that will actually slow the process of decomposition in the host, resulting in corpses that will stumble on long after they should be bare bones. Throughout the process of infection, fibrous fungal growth will spread from the torso to the limbs, possibly aiding in movement as muscle mass decomposes and becomes useless. Initial efforts to fight infection with specially configured nanotech gene therapy yielded unexpected results. Initially appearing to cure the infection, 616 had adapted to manifest in an entirely different way. Rather than rendering its host a mobile, virus-spreading corpse, 616 manifested transgenic qualities when infected hosts came into contact with other organisms with the original virus. The biomatter-filled tumors would instead manifest as oddly placed limbs and claws, with infected hosts becoming progressively more disfigured as the altered virus spread throughout their biology. Upon death, such altered hosts were subject to the more typical rapid decomposition of lower organisms, rendered down to 616-enriched biomatter. With key figures and personnel in secure placement, the decision was made to push ahead with mass distribution of the recombinant nanotech, despite it actually increasing an already frighteningly high mortality rate in service of the long-term depopulation agenda. Outside of the body, the raw biomatter resulting from a decomposed host organism is relatively easy to dispose of with antifungal chemicals, and ecosystems are projected to return to a more manageable baseline once the infection has run its course, with conscientious maintenance and treatment by drone aircraft. First part of 616 assessment report ends 1:18 p.m., November 19th, 2019.